Hello everybody, Benjamin Magnus here, aka the Dapper Gamer, and today we're going to be continuing our series in Crusader Kings 2 by finishing up our little war with King Ketelmund of Sweden. And I gotta say, I noticed that name just now, and I think I don't know why, that name really tickles me. King Ketelmund. The last episode, we went to war with Hungary. We won pretty handily, but there was a couple uprisings, little minor uprisings that sprung up while our armies were off on the Hungarian front down here. Some guys over here and over here decided, hey, it would be prime time to try to push my claims and see what we can do about him while he's distracted with a larger war. But no, it didn't work. I managed to take everyone out. I won the little wars. I won the big war with Hungary. And now I decided that it's finally time to take these lands up here because these are Lithuanian lands that have long been under Swedish control. And I never bothered to try to take them because Sweden used to be such a big S state. They used to be all of this area. Basically, everything that's Denmark used to be Sweden. So Denmark took a big chunk out of them. They've got this big civil war. They can't fight me off. They don't have anything. They are in no position to take me out. Okay, we have a prisoner. Oh, that was the leader of the Livonian Raiders, I think. No. There'll be no mercy for you. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Charlemagne expansion pack for Crusader Kings 2 comes out on October 14th. So it looks like October 14th is probably going to be the end of the Pious poll. Because as much as I'm enjoying this, I would really, really love to start a new series on camera in the Charlemagne gameplay so that I could come into it with, a completely fresh set of eyes and just not... So all the new content will just be fresh to me so I can experience it for the first time on camera because I really feel like that would be the best way to take care of that. Alright, to the great Emperor Dobislav. Peace be with you, we surrender. Oh, okay. That wasn't hard at all. Wasn't hard at all, so let's disband and disband. We'll put these guys back together. I'll bring them down to the capital here. And now... Oh, pardon my phone. Twitter is exploding at me this morning. Okay, but that is my own doing. Perhaps that was one of you. Actually, I was trolling Twitter last night, trying to find some people that might like my Crusader Kings gameplay. Just putting out the feelers, being like, hey, this is what I do. Feel free to come by and take a look. So, and I've got some positive feedback. I got some new viewers. I got some nice comments. I had one person tell me I have a very YouTube-friendly voice, which made me happy. All right, so I need. Does this duchy exist? Livonia. Let's take a look. I'm not sure. Does your part of the Duchy of Livonia... Okay, let's create that. Create the Duchy of Livonia. And then we'll give away Lotgale here. So let's do some not some vassal management, but some, my holdings management. Let's give it to my nephew. That sounds fine to me. We're going to grant a landed title. Not any of these places. The County of Latgale. Alright, and now we're going to grant him a landed title again. We're going to make him the Duke of Livonia. We're going to include the lower titles. And bam. There we have a new Duke who loves us because we gave him a ton of power. Granted county, granted barony, granted duchy. Look at all that. He loves me. And that's Livonia. So he's got this one, he's got that one, I believe. Yep, that took care of everything. And maybe at some point we'll need to go to war with Denmark to get that place. Let's see, how does the... Okay, so there is this stretch right here that I could use. Ruthenia, I believe, is my ally, though. Now, let's actually take a look at them. Allies. King of Rus. And yes, I'm his ally. I'm his brother-in-law because he's married to my sister. So if what kind of penalties would I take for declaring war on him? Cost us 50 prestige? That's it? Wow. My wife has a claim on that duchy, I guess. That's interesting. Novograd Seversky. Now that we're getting into Russia a little bit over here, it's some of the names are starting to sound a little familiar. I'm a big World War II history nerd, and if most of you, I'm sure, are probably Americans, and you probably went through the same thing if you went to public school, is that they really breezed past World War II in about 3 days, and they basically tell you that everything happened right about here over, like maybe a little bit, maybe about there over, and then over the Pacific. They don't really tell you anything about Russia, anything that happened on the Eastern fronts. So I've been making a concerted effort to expand my knowledge of the Russian influence in World War II, everything they did. So I was actually just reading about halfway through a book, really good in-depth book. I can't remember what it's called actually. It's called like The Greatest Tank Battle or something, about the Battle of Kursk. Excellent book, but yeah. So some of those names are starting to come out at me. Alrighty, let's see now. Where to focus on next? Let's see, what are we missing in our empire? Some land up here. Alright, let's see who's that belong to. That's Sweden's as well, but I have a truce with them. So not gonna do that. I believe I do, at least. This is their... Yes. King Ketamon the Bewitched? I've never seen that. Alright, I thought Prince Trojan had been a more reasonable man. He's just a prince of the Wendish Empire, and he's got like a city. He's basically like a mayor. His request to be allowed to duel his rival is slightly erratic. Okay, let's just allow it. No big deal there. God, I've never had an empire this large before. Never. Let's actually take a look at my military now. 15,000 men. I could actually get more than that. See if there's anything we can do about it in the intrigue screen. I was actually really happy when someone left me a comment. I can't remember if it was actually a comment on I think it was actually on Twitter, that I have a very YouTube-friendly voice and that it's pleasant to listen to, just because I've been trying to, like once a week or so, I'll go out there and try to find some smaller channels like me, and you know, try to mutually support each other by listening to their content and watching their videos and leaving them some helpful tips or some if they're good, saying, hey, I like this, you did a good job on it. But it's just so, like, especially when you're talking about people like my size, it's really hard to find people that have, you know, like, audio that doesn't make you want to shove a spoon into your ear, if that makes any sense. I know I'm not the best out there. You might notice a little white noise, and if I yell or anything like that, you might notice it gets a little scratchy up when the decibels get high or something like that. It's just because I'm so new at this. I'm using a Turtle Beach X12 headset. I try to do the best I can. I put a good amount of effort into making my audio of the best quality I can with the equipment I have. But it just seems like a lot of people just, you know, record their shit and throw it up and expect to be a millionaire. Especially with the people who are doing this just because they're like, hey, I want a piece of that pie, that YouTube pie. I want some of that advert money. But, you know, it's just like, okay, you need to put some effort into it and make people want to listen to you. And that's why it makes me really happy when I get positive feedback over my audio quality, because I'm using a $30 headset, and it seems like people like to listen to my content. I can't wait. Around Christmas time, I think I'm probably going to be upgrading my equipment. I asked my wife for a nice, more professional microphone, and hopefully maybe when they go on sale on Newegg, she'll be able to pick me up one. Alright. It pains me to say, but there's a traitor in the realm. This rotten egg is plotting your downfall. I enclose the damning evidence in this letter. Your loyal servant, Prince Sambor, my son, High Chief of Urtzadgrom, down here. Marshal, fetch the traitor, which is my nephew, the High Chief of Livonia. Wow. That was interesting. Well, I don't really care that he's in prison. That if he was plotting my downfall, he still loves me. Falsely convicted, so he was innocent. So I'm going to release you from prison, because you were falsely in prison. Alright, let's figure out who to pick on next. Wallachia? I don't remember that being down here. Duchy of Wallachia. De jure duchies. Is that Wallachia? I don't know why, but that name sounded familiar for one of the regions over here. I'm not sure why. I was completely wrong. It does indeed deserve to be there. Okay, man, the Holy Roman Empire, look at them. They still scare the bejesus out of me, and England is starting to come into its own real good now. I mean, Ireland's still a disaster, it always is, unless you're the one playing it. Ireland's always a disaster. For fun, my wife is from this area down over here, and for just for funsies, I started out as this character once and tried to make a go of it. I managed to become King of Ireland and King of Wales, I believe, before like the Scandinavian hordes overtook me and ended my game. But it was really fun. She was watching me play. My wife, she's a huge nerd, but more in the sense of movies and stuff like that. She doesn't play a lot of games, but for some reason she loves to watch me play games, which I don't mind at all. She used to watch me play Minecraft all the time. She said it was relaxing. All right, let's upgrade some of these buildings actually, or at least get around to building some of these buildings. Some of them aren't even constructed at all. I have money to spare. So let's build all this stuff. Upper Silesia. You get a new castle wall. Calais. You get some. Everybody's getting these training grounds because that will increase my retainer, I believe. And that one is mine, right? No, that one is not mine. Do I have these set up right? Yes. Okay, I was thinking maybe Calais was not supposed to be mine, but yes, it is. I was confusing myself unnecessarily there. So let's build. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Ooh, I don't want to. I blew through almost all of my money. And by almost all, I mean I don't like to drop below 500. So that is a new building in almost every one of my holdings. That'll be nice. I feel like I should be able to pull together more than 8,000 troops from my own home holdings there. But no big deal. We'll get that number up. Probably next episode. This episode's just about over. I did admit that festival got me 2,000 more troops from my vassals. Let's actually take a look at my realm tree here. Oh my god, I can raise almost 30,000 men. That is impressive. Impressive. Man. Vassal holdings 215. So all in all, my empire consists of 223 holdings. Man, never had a playthrough this good before, and it just absolutely tickles me that I managed to do this well on screen. Because I honestly expected to be able to get maybe a couple duchies over here and then just collapse in on myself. Because that's generally what happened whenever I tried to play as Poland before. Poland's not an easy playthrough. Holy Roman Empire is getting bigger. They're kind of sweeping around the Alps and carving away these little areas down here. That's kind of why I wanted to expand this way, because I wanted to create a solid border from the north all the way down to the south here to kind of stop their expansion, because they're perfectly fine picking on the little guys, but they haven't been, you know, interested in going to war with anyone else. And actually, why don't I take a look at the Holy Roman Empire, see how many troops they can raise real quick. So we'll go here and click on this button. Oh my god, a lot more than me, I bet. Not a lot more. It's more, but it's not ridiculous. I'm at about 30. They're at 43. That could be worse. All right. Well, I'm gonna stop this recording here and call it an episode. If you've enjoyed this, drop me a like, leave me a comment down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Crusader Kings 2, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.